Welcome, all you wet farts. This is the second episode of the Better Than the Other League podcast. And tonight we're going to have a draft recap. We're going to do a little bit of matchup previews. Tom maybe has sent me a meme that we'll reveal for our meme of the week. And then we'll do our mystery prize drawing. But first, we have our guest this week. He is the 2015 and 2020 champion. It is Nicholas Coram.
Hello, hello. Two-time champion.
He is. Nick, why don't you... I know I didn't prepare you for this question, but I want to know how you got involved with Better Than the Other League and how that came to be.
Yeah, I don't know. So my memory is horrible in things that have to do with nothing with like analytics. So I believe it stemmed from us playing poker together, which that was Dave in your group and
Mm-hmm.
Andrew in our group merging together.
Yeah,
And then there were openings in your fantasy football league. And I think Eric said it's 2013 is when I joined,
I
which,
think it was. Yeah.
yeah.
And that might have been around the time where we were looking to try to expand from 10 to 12, and we're like, yes, let's get more people involved. And I don't know, you seemed like a cool cat, and we wanted you to join.
You're taking all my money, so I said, hey, let's take some more and join
Yeah,
fantasy football.
this guy has no idea what he's doing. Let's take it. But yeah, there you go, you win 2 championships, so
Yeah, soon to be three.
nice.
So
Yeah. So first off, I wanted to talk about our draft recap. What did you think of draft day?
you were wasted. Um,
Yeah.
no, it was fun. Besides walking 18, but the actual draft itself, implementing the clock, was a wise choice.
Hmm.
Um, you not being clock owner, which I didn't passing that off. Who was it? I think John at one point,
I
and
think
then Matt at one point. Yeah,
Spooner took the reins, and he was
he
all
was
about
on
it.
point. Yeah,
He is definitely someone I could trust with the clock.
yeah. No, I mean it was definitely a great addition. I think doing something and adding something to our draft each year, creating those traditions is going to be make it better. And
Nice. Yep.
yeah,
I
overall
agree.
it ran a lot smoother than I thought. Definitely got out before I thought. So
Yep. Yeah, which is always on everyone's minds.
yeah.
I'm done drinking. I'm ready to leave.
Yeah.
But
But,
I mean, I know my thoughts on like who I think had the best draft.
mhm.
I definitely think Spooner and Tom, the two of them, I think are like the top teams who I think could go a long way. Do you have any thoughts on who you think?
Yeah, I mean Spooner's team for sure, but it's also Spooner's team. So McCaffrey's probably going to get injured. Mixon's probably going to get cut. It happens every year. His team just gets decimated by injuries,
That is true.
um, and Tom's team just randomly underperforms. But I mean, how they're built, I see no reason why they're both not, playoff teams.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, definitely like those two. I like Dave's team. Um, I mean, getting two, like Andrew mentioned, getting two of that late, but they're just a bunch of just steady players that can get points. But my underdog team is Brad's team.
Oh yes, I was going to say that was that he's my dark horse.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Josh Allen, Tyreek Hill. I mean, they can put up points week in, week out. T. Higgins, he's going to get points. If Jamar Chase gets injured or goes down again, he's going to even get more points.
Hmm.
So all depends on his lower half. Godwin, Rashid Wright for Tampa. Dalvin
Yeah,
Cook should be good early, and then fade late when Brees Hall gets back. So, I mean,
yeah,
it's my dark horse team
yeah,
to make
yeah.
some
I think
damage.
Kamara. I don't know why people were fading Kamara so much this year. Yeah, he's suspended for what is it? 2 games, 3 games?
3 games, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, they have Keandre Miller there, but
Who's
I
injured
just feel like he's
himself. So
gonna, yeah, and yeah, I think he's gonna help boost Brad's team a lot.
yeah, for sure.
Well, those are our predictions for the season. We have football on tonight.
Yes. So excited. So
Yeah,
excited.
I think we're gonna grab some takeout. We're gonna grab some tacos. I'm gonna grab a beer, and we're gonna watch the game tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, I told Andrew I think I have like 10 parlays already bet. So
Oh,
I'm big into player props. So
yeah. Do you want to indulge us?
no. Um no, I mean Jameer Gibbs anywhere, he's a toss up. So his player props are very low. It's about 31 receiving and 39 rushing.
Yeah.
Give or take wherever you're looking at, which he could go over. I would think he's gonna go over receiving for sure,
Mhm.
maybe rushing, but I mean Montgomery over 52 and a half, Pacheco over 51 and a half, rushing. I think those are both solid ones, solid plays.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And then
agree.
Lions, sprinkle Lions, alternate spread,
Oh yeah.
seven
I
seven and a
mean,
half. Give him some points.
sure. I have them at 7.5
Yeah,
with a parlay too. So, um, fingers crossed.
yeah,
Well, let's get into some matchups for this week. Why don't we? I'm going to screen or share my screen.
cool.
Let's do that there. All right. You're able to see my screen, correct?
Eventually, yeah. There we go.
Okay. So I don't know. Let's start at the very bottom. Let's go Spooner and Matt and Sean. I mean, um, like I said at the beginning, so I really like Spooner's team this year. I think he's got a good mix of a lot of great players, and I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Matt and Sean having multiple San Francisco players with Debo and Kittle,
Yeah, we'll
but
notice that throughout. I mean, he has Debo Kittle and then their kicker, but I mean, it's one of those. We'll notice it throughout that there's a lot of stacks, random stacks that people have,
yeah,
including myself. I have
sure,
two, I have two 3-player stacks on my team.
yeah,
Um,
um,
yeah, Spooner
yeah.
for sure. I think has the win this week.
My vote is Spooner as well, so I'm going to pick him to win.
Oh,
All right. Next, we got. Let's go with Tom and Brad. Dick the Kicker and Triple Dragon. I think this is going to be a
yeah,
good matchup for this week.
yeah. I'm kind of intrigued on see how Terry McLaurin does with his turf toe because
Mm-hmm.
turf toe is it can linger.
Yeah.
But yeah, but
So,
he had Deion Jackson in his last round, and to just slot him in that flex, which he should get a lot of heavy usage with
yep.
Taylor being out.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I agree.
But I mean, I
Um,
think I think they both can go. I think they both can have close to most points this week.
yeah, I agree. And I mean, it's obviously just going to come down to Monday night with Brad having Josh Allen and Dalvin Cook, and then Buffalo's defense too. I think it's going to be a fun one to watch on Monday night. We're all going to be sitting there like some are going to be rooting for Tom, some are going to be rooting for Brad,
Yeah,
but we'll see.
I'm intrigued on Brad's tight end, Mayer. I mean, he's a rookie. I know you're sporting 2 rookie tight ends, so it's intrigued to see how well they do in their first games.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I can't remember what he had. Zach Ertz, uh, which Andrew and I talked about was a really questionable pick at that point.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was Brad. So sorry, Brad. I still love your team, but I
Yes.
mean, my pick is I'm going to go with Brad on this one. What about you?
I am going to go with Tom on this one.
Okay.
I think his team's just going to have solid all throughout,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
solid production, and then Brad's going to have some players that are going to go pretty high, but I think Tom's team is just going to be more even
Yep.
and score more points.
Definitely more consistent from Tom, and Brad's going to be boom or bust.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go to Dave and Ben. Uh, Notice how Ben always seems to just want to
Matches the
copy
name.
everyone's names, and yeah, can't stick with anything.
Yeah.
All right.
I do love that. I think Ben loves to have the most projected points in a week, and I feel like he's made um, roster changes just to have the most points that week. And at one point he did, and then I haven't touched my lineup, and I still have the most points, and then his team has gone down to below it. So sorry, Ben.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I
Um,
think Dave. I think Dave's got. I think the upper hand only because I feel like I don't know with Derrick Henry and Miles Sanders being his running backs and his tight end has a obviously has a higher ceiling than Ben's. I don't know. I feel like it's
I
going to come
agree.
down to that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, his Ben's running backs. Connor's playing against Washington, who has a pretty stout defense, and Arizona's probably going to be passing a lot if they're down a lot.
Yeah.
Jacobs had played none this entire preseason, so he's probably going to have some rust. And then, yeah, I think Hawkinson's going to outperform Schultz. So I can see. I see Dave taking this one week one,
Yep. Same here.
unless Justin Fields just goes off. But, I mean, just throws
Which
75-yard screen passes to DJ Moore multiple times throughout the day.
yeah, and then runs for over 150 yards on Green Bay's defense. I could see that.
Right.
That would be my luck. All right, let's look at your matchup with Eric. Obviously, you're, early on, like yesterday or whatever, you were kind of a little excited because, is Kelsey going to play or not?
Yeah.
But it's still up in the air.
Yeah.
We have no idea if Kelsey's going to play.
Yeah. It's one of those. I mean, his team with Williams and Kelsey and Brees Hall all injured or coming back from injury. It's hard to tell if they're going to come back strong or not, or if Kelsey's going to play or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a lot of young players that you don't know if they're going to take the leap or not
Mm-hmm.
and be good the second season or third season, or if they're just going to falter. I don't know.
Right. I mean, history has shown, with players like Brees Hall and Javonte Williams that coming off of the ACL surgery, they're not quite what what they used to be. Aside from obviously Adrian Peterson,
Yeah.
um, I think it's Eric being the smart player he is, he definitely has Brees Hall in his flex position, who plays Monday night. He could easily make a switch. If something comes up.
Yeah. But Kelsey, I mean, he picked up Taysom Hill today, so he has options.
Yep.
Um,
I
yeah,
mean,
but I mentioned earlier that people with stacks, I have 3-player stacks. I have Lawrence, ATN, and Ingram. And
mm-hmm.
then I also have Washington. I have Dodson, Gibson, and Washington's defense. Um,
yeah,
so I was six, but I mean, Washington's playing Arizona, and
right,
then Jacksonville's playing Indy. So six of my, and then my kicker's playing Houston. So I think 7 of my 10 players are playing really bad teams.
right.
So
Yep.
should be good.
Yep. That and with Eric's running backs, Williams and Hall maybe being on a snap count, and Kelsey maybe not playing. I am going to pick you as the favorite for this one.
Oh, thanks, man. Me too.
Yeah. You don't have to, choose a winner in this matchup if you don't want to, since it's, your matchup.
Uh,
But
oh yeah, I picked myself. Good game, Nick.
sorry,
Just
Eric, we
gonna
still love you.
just going to jinx myself right now. So it's good. All good.
All right. We'll go with Kevin and Jimbo. Um, I still feel really bad about really trashing Jimmy's team. But
So I mean, he has a lot of I was gonna say second string like WR2s and like Deontay Johnson is. I mean, I don't know if him or Pickens is the wide receiver one, but they should just be spread out with their target shares. But Brandon Cooks, I mean, Brandon Cooks is. I think he's going to be a solid pickup too. And Juju's their number one, but who knows if New England's going to be good or not
Yeah.
in their offense. I think
Yeah.
he has. I think tonight's going to set the tone for sure with Pacheco and Mahomes on Jimmy's team.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, if they go off, then I mean, Kevin's going to be in trouble. But I mean, Kevin's team with Lamar and Mark Andrews playing against Houston, I mean, they could go off easily, Sunday at 1 p.m. So
Yeah. Yeah.
catch
And
right
they can
back up.
easily just match Mahomes and
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that'll be an interesting game too. I'm still going to put the
I think
my choice is going to be Kevin. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. All right, did do it on purpose, but I didn't do it on purpose. But my game
you and
and
Chris?
Chris's game. Yeah.
I
Ooh,
wonder why.
my projected points went down a lot. Why is that?
Because your team went.
Because my team sucks.
Your
Is that
team's
what you're
so
going
good.
to say? Yeah.
No, it's. I looked at that too. I said, why are you under 200? That didn't make sense. But then
Yeah.
I saw that like you have a rookie tight end, so 9 points. Where I mean, Kevin has 3 tight ends on his roster, all of them projected 13 or more, or 12 or more, and you have 2 tight ends that are under 10 each. So I mean, you could easily have drafted a veteran and gotten over 200 points projected, but I mean, I think Kincaid.
Yeah.
Comes
I'm
out
not
strong.
about the projections. Yeah.
But it's a rookie tight end playing his first game on Monday night.
This is the year that
in a hostile environment, inner division.
That's right.
I think he goes 1 catch for like 25 yards.
Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, this will be an interesting matchup too. And I mean, I'm going to have my receivers, go off like they can.
Yeah.
I feel like in order to keep up with Chris,
It's
still
I mean
waiting
it's
for Chris. I'm still waiting for Chris to own up to his our trade offer because I won or beat him in golf. He was supposed to accept a trade offer from me, but I have yet to hear from him. Chris, if you're out there, just send me a text saying like you're okay. Yeah, just need to know that you're listening.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a toss up. I do like Chris's team, but like, is Drake London going to be decent? I mean, he's trotting out Brian Robinson as his RB2, and then Elijah Mitchell as his flex. So I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, I could coin flip this one. I know who you're going to pick, but
I'm going to pick Chris on this one.
Obviously, yeah, you pick against yourself.
He hates when I pick him as his partner in golf, and also whenever I want him to win. So I am picking Chris to win this matchup. So
yeah, I believe
you're
I'm also
going with Chris too.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a good
Sorry,
choice.
Jesse.
That's okay. No, that's good.
Calvin Ridley is going to go off with my Jacksonville team.
Well, that does it for our matchup reviews for this week. Whoever has players going this or tonight, best of luck. It's going to be exciting. Yeah. Tom has provided me with a preview of this week's memes.
Everybody else is gonna.
So
and I'm not
the weekly
judging
meme is brought to you by Verner's.
And I'm not.
It's the stuff that
Everybody
heals
else
you when you're sick.
And I'm not judging you, but I'm just.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
The healing bubbles. All right. Well, here's a preview of this week's meme presented by Tom. When the season hasn't even started and you've already made more than 2 moves.
I don't see it.
Oh, we don't see it yet. But you can hear it though, can't you?
No, I can't.
How about this?
Yes. I can
Yes.
see it.
When the season hasn't even started and you've already made more than 2 moves.
Everybody else is
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
It's
5 or 6 of you that have made moves.
Yep. Yep. And it's always the same. It's always the same couple people. It's always me up there, and Ben. We're always making moves,
Yeah.
dropping people, picking up people, dropping that same person, picking up the same guy, that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Chris. Nick. Am I forgetting anything?
The mystery prize.
Oh, the mystery prize drawing, first one of the year. I got the mystery prize hat here. Same hat I've always used. Okay, and I think we got 15 choices. Do you need a rundown of those?
No.
Okay, because we already know what they are, right?
Right.
And we don't want to take up any much more time.
Right.
Because we need to upload this in the next hour or two, right?
Yeah.
It will happen this time. Trust me. All right. You want to reach in the hat? Yeah, right there. Get it? Okay. Nice. Thank you. All right. This week's mystery prize is the wide receiver with the most rushing yards. Well, can we see that? Yes.
Let's see.
Wide receiver with the most rushing yards. God damn it, Cooper Kupp. Got to be injured.
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
Debo.
Yeah, but who has Debo? And they're even playing Debo.
It's Matt and Sean.
Oh, and they are. Got it.
Yeah, I do not want to give them any more money.
I think they have a good chance at that. Same Brown might get some tonight too.
They actually still need to pay me. So I think that's he was supposed to have somebody Venmo me since he doesn't have Venmo. So I know there are consequences for not getting your payment in on time, but we'll talk about that when the time comes.
Good luck to everybody and enjoy football tonight. It's back on.
It's back on. Thank you, Nick, for being on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Have a good night.